Sometimes it's easy to feel like celebrities are regular people, even friends. Any average person can simply go online and see nearly any famous person's thoughts on Twitter, personal photo on Instagram, or quirky sense of humor on TikTok. However, some celebrities surprise us with the different parts of their lives we do not always see. Some celebrities had careers in average jobs at restaurants or as truck drivers before they became famous. It isn't uncommon for famous artists to have abilities in more than one creative field as well. For some celebrities, because of limited time, resources, or interest, one ability becomes the primary focus and holds the most public interest, while other abilities and interests become hobbies and passion projects. You might be surprised at some hugely successful actors whose passion projects include playing in bands. Here are 10 actors you might be surprised to learn also play music in a band. Number 10. Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy is an Irish actor known for intense performances in The Dark Knight, Dunkirk, and Peaky Blinders. However, before he became an award-winning actor, he first pursued a career as a serious musician. He and his brother formed a band and were even offered a 5-album record deal. However, his parents decided it wasn't in the boy's best interest to enter the music industry so young. He says now that he is grateful for the decision. Number 9. John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly made everyone laugh in films such as Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, and Step Brothers. But did you know he also sings and plays several instruments? Listen to the soundtrack for Walk Hard and you can immediately identify how extensive his abilities are. He sang every track and the album received a Grammy nomination. Now he plays the occasional performance with his band, John Reilly and Friends. Number 8. Taylor Momsen. Taylor Momsen has been working as a successful actress for a long time. Her role as Cindy Lou Who from How the Grinch Stole Christmas launched her career when she was still very young. She gained even more recognition as an actress playing Jenny Humphrey on the CW's Gossip Girl. Contrary to much of her early public persona, which seemed girly and shy, Momsen is now a gritty rock artist. Her band, The Pretty Reckless, makes heavy metal music. She sings lead and plays rhythm guitar. The band formed in 2004 and has won several rock music awards. Fans of Gossip Girl might not immediately recognize her gothic onstage presence, but if the band's commercial success is any indicator, they love it. Number 7. Zoe Deschanel. You probably know her from Elf or her wildly successful sitcom New Girl, but Zoe Deschanel is more than just an on-screen leading lady. She's also a multi-talented musician. Her band, She and Him, consists of Deschanel and her bandmate Matthew Ward. Deschanel sings and plays the piano and the ukulele. Although she says she has always loved music, she was initially shy about pursuing it professionally. When Ward heard her singing in Elf and learned that she had been writing original songs, they formed She and Him. Their music is a blend of indie, folk, and pop. Number 6. Steve Martin. Over his illustrious and storied career, Steve Martin has risen to the top of almost every entertainment art form. He has found success as a comedian, an actor, a writer, and a musician. He plays with a band called Steep Canyon Rangers. As anyone can see in his NPR Tiny Desk concert performance, Martin is a highly skilled banjo player. He also often incorporates comedy into his musical performances. The band plays bluegrass Americana music. Number 5. Keanu Reeves. Although the group has now disbanded, Keanu Reeves once played in a band called Dogstar, the alternative rock group formed in the mid-1990s when Reeves met Robert Mailhouse in a supermarket. They bonded over a love of hockey and started collaborating on music. Reeves played bass in the band, but since left to pursue his acting career more seriously. Fans of The Matrix, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and the John Wick series owe him a debt of gratitude for making that judgment call. Number 4. Joe Kiri. You may know him as the most loving fill-in mom in Stranger Things, or maybe you know him for his iconic hair, but Joe Kiri certainly has more than one trick up his sleeve. The Massachusetts native also sings and plays guitar for the alternative rock band Post Animal. As of 2019, Kiri no longer tours with the band. He now releases music as an individual under the name Joe. Number 3. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is considered a highly creative, if somewhat eccentric, artist. One of his projects is a tribute band, Hollywood Vampires. The band also features famous rocker Alice Cooper. It is named for a former drinking group made up of musicians from the rock scene of the 1970s. Cooper was one of the original members, along with members of the Monkees and the Beatles. Number 2. Gary Sinise. Unlike many other actors who strike to distinguish their movie roles from other endeavors, Gary Sinise fully integrated his two artistic worlds. Sinise is well known for his moving performance as Lieutenant Dan from the award-winning film Forrest Gump. Sinise has said that the role opened the door for his continuing work with wounded veterans. It seems like he appreciates the role and the success it brought him because he named his band the Lieutenant Dan Band. The band performs covers of songs to raise money for disabled veterans and perform at USO concerts for troops. Sinise has said the name is a nod to the fact that most troops know him first and foremost, not as Gary Sinise, but as Lieutenant Dan. Number 1. Fred Armisen. Fred Armisen has many artistic hats, and most of them are funny. However, long before his breakout on Saturday Night Live, Fred Armisen was a punk rock drummer. Armisen began playing in high school and eventually moved to Chicago to play with the band Trenchmouth. When the band did not find the commercial success he had anticipated, he began to pursue other opportunities. Although he is now famous as a comedian and an actor, Armisen still plays in a band, Seth Meyers' late night show house band. Armisen is the band leader and the drummer for the 8G band. Both he and Meyers are SNL alumni.